dude, next time I'll bring the bow out.
Oh, there's the deer he was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
I'll have to bring the bow next time.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Our neighbor said there was a family of deer that was just like hanging out in the backyard.
Let's go feed them.
He says they don't give a shit either because he's out there on his tractor and stuff, and they'll still like come out.
They're like the deer at the golf course. I'd be driving around and they're just like, oh, hey, see you again.
There was our cold open. There was fucking deer in the backyard.
Oh, we were recording?
Yeah, I had started recording. So there's that little pause there because there was wildlife in the new backyard that we could see from the studio window.
Some wildling life.
Wow. What side of the fence are they on? You came down from the north? No. I actually don't have a cold open for this one. So, hey, do you like podcasts? Of course you do. You're listening to one. Do you like good podcasts? Well, that's debatable if you're listening to this one. But there's all kinds of podcasts on the Onyx Edge Studios network now. There's The High Files with Jordan Wakefield, Chris Nays on the road with Thorhammer, and Sam Richardson, How Should I Bro? And coming soon, The Rent Is Due podcast with Gary J., Brandon Mesmer, and Bill Valls. So stick around, and we will have more information on that soon. And now it's the Watchers on the Couch. Welcome to Watchers on the Couch, and today we're discussing episode 6 of season 6, Blood of My Blood. I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Hedrick.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
And there seems to be a lot of Daenerys screen time, like, right at the end of these episodes. Mm-hmm. It's like they're basically, like, just saving, like, okay, we need to do something cool with Daenerys because her storyline's been so slow. Mm-hmm. So all these episodes are still going to do something really cool at the end.
Yeah.
Even that, whole episode for me kind of fell flat. I don't know.
Oh, me too. This is the first time I said this week that I did not want to watch it again.
Oh, yeah, see me. Chris and I were discussing how good this episode was.
Yeah. I didn't even want to watch it twice. I did watch it twice, but I didn't really want to.
Yeah,
we only watched it the one time, but yeah, I mean, I don't really feel the need to watch any episode twice. But I thought it was actually a pretty good episode.
I kind of expected it to be this way though, just because heck. All the episodes so far have been pretty damn good, and a lot has happened in each one. I don't know. So I figured like, 6 is probably going to be, a little slower. 7 will be a little bit slower, but at the end, probably something's going to kind of ramp up at the end, and then 8, 9's going to be good.
I hope so.
Well,
yeah.
In between, the door. That was just.
It was heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know, it was really intense.
Yeah,
at the end.
That was a blow your socks off episode. Yeah. So, anything from that is coming down unless they just literally killed everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there's no show.
And, but yeah, I thought this episode was way better than the first few episodes this season.
No, not for me.
Okay. Yeah, not for me either, actually. I feel like it was more like clean up. I feel like it was clean up and character development. I feel like it was just like, this is just, the stuff we have to do in between the cool stuff.
Yes, that's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
Wow. And like some of the stuff, it was pretty damn cool at the end with Daenerys on the dragon. Uh-huh. But then again, I just had one note. Finally, Daenerys is riding a dragon. Again. I was like, yeah. But, she's actually taking control of it. And, dude, it was a great scene, especially talking a fake language. She did a great job.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what about
that was powerful.
What about the opening of the episode? I thought it opened really strong.
I thought it was just okay. All right, some random guy shows up and saves them.
There's no other option at that point. They were going to die.
Yeah, who's going to carry them around at this point?
Didn't save them.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Bran just had superpowers and just destroyed him with his mind.
He just all of a sudden he just has ghost legs and he runs away.
I thought maybe Batman was going to come in or something because it looked like at some of those flashbacks or something there was a bunch of bats somewhere. So it's like Batman's coming.
Why are you trying to kill Bran?
I think it was ravens, but
I assume it was ravens. Before we get any further,
Raven Man. Bran becomes Raven Man.
Wow.
Oh, that would be cool.
Ew.
Yeah. Both his parents are dead.
Before we get too far, we need to listen to Chris's notes because I haven't actually listened to these yet, so we're listening to them for the first time together.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Here's my thoughts for this week.
Oh.
Super badass opening scene reminded me of Army of Darkness. Samwell's dad is Westeros Red Foreman, except not funny, just mean. The fart noise guy in the theater needs more work in Westeros. He is comedic gold. Finally, someone respects Arya's eyebrows as much as I do.
Wow.
But I refuse to say they're on fleek because that phrase should be banished forever. Just
agree.
awful. I took a dump during the Walder Frey scene, but I'm bad with names, so it's possible that isn't even who was in that scene at all. Corrections department might have some work to do. I saw Sansa in X-Men Apocalypse this weekend. She was great. And I also took a photo with her in the theater, and you can find that on the Watcher's official Facebook page.
She was playing Sansa in X-Men.
And I'll let you guys discuss all of this super important stuff in this episode. I just touched on the ridiculous.
Do you have a question?
Now my thoughts have ended. If you'll excuse me, I do continue recovering from a long night of podcasting with Jordan Wakefield of the High Files, which you can find right here on OnyxEdgeStudios.com. That's OnyxEdgeStudios.com.
Oh, thanks for the plug.
Oh, he is plugging away.
Well, I appreciate it because he's doing a better job promoting stuff than I am, that's for sure. Oh, I can't wait for that High Files episode. I just listened to, I'm halfway through the next one that's coming out.
Yeah.
And it's Jordan Wakefield and Sam. And that's going to be a trippy one.
Did they get the fart guy from Westeros?
No, but that's because they recorded it before we knew of the fart guy from Westeros.
Okay.
Maybe episode 12, we'll see fart guy from Westeros.
Awesome.
On the High Files.
Yeah.
He didn't have a question for us today, but we do have a corrections department because we never answered his question from the last episode.
That's right.
What was his question?
Are the horses hugging or are they fighting?
Oh. Maybe they're fighting for a hug.
Oh.
Because you have to first have war to have peace.
No. That's not true at all.
Sure it is. How do you make peace if you're not at war?
You're just at peace.
Well, then you just exist.
Yeah.
You can't have a peace with somebody without having a war.
No, yes you can.
This is a better question for the High Files.
I just want to know who built it.
The horse
Who built the horses?
That had to be really
Bran.
difficult to build.
It was Bran. It was all
Brand's
Bran.
just building
A lot of scaffolding.
Everything.
Yeah. A lot of scaffolding.
Yeah. Hugging or fighting. I like fighting for a hug. I think that's sweet.
That's the official answer.
Hugging for a fight.
There you go, Chris. Sorry it took us a week.
That hug was too long. You weirded me out.
Now it's awkward. Sorry it took a week to get your answer, Chris, but there's your answer. We had the opening scene, which reminded Chris of Army of Darkness, which, okay. I mean, it was kind of...
Yeah. No.
Army of Darkness-ish,
yeah,
I guess.
Totally Army of Darkness.
Well, without the campiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nobody going, I can get it out.
That'd be awesome if they did.
That would be. Okay.
Benjamin doesn't have a boomstick.
Yeah, we're gonna go back and do the commentary track for this episode. It's interesting that it was Benjen. It's interesting.
I think we called it last episode, didn't we? I know one of us said.
Somebody said that.
We had mentioned...
Maybe Benjen with his cold hands?
Right. Well, yeah, you did say... it did come up that Benjen come up to assist Bran, but it was interesting that they actually introduced the Cold Hands character this far along in the show when they introduced him in book 2, and we still don't know who he is yet.
Well, I guess you do now.
Maybe, unless they...
I mean, at least in the show, probably.
Right, yeah, unless they threw us a curveball and George R. R. Martin's going to say it's Stannis.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Wait, how's he eat 2 places at once? Don't worry about it. It's just books.
Don't. I did go back and look at some of those flashbacks. I was like, "Ooh, is there something in there?" Like, and
we got to see
I didn't really see anything like.
Yeah.
Did you?
The only thing that was interesting to me was actually seeing the Mad King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, I commented on Facebook. I am on board with the whole Tyrion thing.
Tyrion being a Targaryen.
Yep.
Do you have a theory behind that?
No,
or?
I just thinking about it a little more, and it just seems right.
Okay.
I don't know. They're just
right in your heart.
Well, I listened to like I also commented, listened to that other podcast, Hardcore Game of Thrones.
Okay, yeah, I haven't listened to that.
And it's basically like if you've read like the history of Westeros or something, he goes through that in the first 3 episodes, and then the rest of them he starts going into basically just the show and stuff you already seen.
I see.
But you learn about Aerys a little bit more. And how he was kind of a whore and liked to, fuck around and sleep around, and how he was with Tywin and his wife, and, probably slept with her a couple times. So, just a little more things make a little more sense. And there's, 3 dragons, and only a Targaryen can ride them. So, according to basically the history of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so, yeah.
Could be.
We got our 3 then.
Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah.
We still don't know the Jon Snow one.
Yeah.
We still don't know the Tyrion thing either. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's
True.
just a theory, too. But I feel like the Jon Snow one is more solidified, at least in the fan theory.
It's serious. It makes... I mean, it's like one of the only things that makes narrative sense, too. Mm-hmm. But that's the other question. Does that mean it's lazy story writing? If, like, if these turn out to be... If these all turn out to be accurate, it's like, oh, well, obviously... Cold Hands is Benjen. Obviously, Jon is Lyanna and Rhaegar's son.
What?
Oh, obviously.
Okay. No, but what is wrong with that, though? Because, I mean, like, why does everything have to be, like, a flip? Like, why does everything have to be like, oh, I didn't see that coming?
I agree.
It doesn't have to be a flip. The thing is that you're gonna when you draw it out this long, it's like, why does it take 4 books to realize that Cold Hands is Benjen?
Because people really like the fucking show, and you got to drag it out a little bit.
I'm not talking about the show. I'm more talking about the books in this case, because they didn't drag out the Benjen thing at all. It's like, bam, here's Cold Hands, and no, by the way, it's Benjen.
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Why not?
Because I didn't read the fucking books.
Well, you can still make stuff up. It's like, who's going to fact check you?
But yeah, like, I don't think it's like lazy story writing or anything, because 1, if we didn't do this podcast, and 2, if I didn't, look more into some of the things, I wouldn't have came up with that theory on my own, I don't think.
The Tyrion one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have either, actually.
And maybe even the John one, I don't know if I would have even thought about that either.
The John one I actually did come up with on my own before I jumped on the internet, but... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because I think we talked about that on the podcast last season. You said you talked about it. And
yeah,
I was like, awesome.
Yeah, I was too. I was pretty blown away by it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have came up with that on my own, I don't think.
Okay,
but now it's just fact in my mind. Like, if it's not that, I'm going to freak out.
Well, we also know. Well, if what we say on the podcast is fact in your mind, then we need Jor to meet up with Baelish pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think it's possible. It's easily possible that neither of them are true. Like, maybe they don't need 3 people to write. They don't need a person to write each one.
It's possible,
right?
Yeah.
So,
right.
Well, in that case, it's lazy storytelling, because we never really find out what the secret between Lyanna and Ned was.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to know.
We have to know. Otherwise, it's lazy to even
I did say last
there.
episode that I don't think we'll see it again. I do think we'll see it again. So, and I was watching season 4. By the way, if you haven't watched it for a while, it's fucking awesome. It's one of the best seasons for sure.
Season 4 is the one where Tywin dies at the end?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's what I was going to mention, is that right before he dies, he says, "You're no son of mine."
Yeah, but he's also said, "You're my son," like a couple times.
But maybe finally he was about to say, "You're not actually my son. That's why I hate you. That's why I hate you so much. You're not my son. You're a constant reminder of what Aerys did to me." And Aerys treated Tywin like a piece of shit. Like, they were great friends when they were young, and then eventually Aerys started treating him like a piece of shit. And so, I don't know.
What if Aerys is Bran? And he's just responsible for everybody being treated like shit.
Wow.
Oh, I saw a great picture on Facebook. You know the cereal All Bran?
Yeah.
There's a picture of a box of All Bran, and underneath All Bran it says All Bran's fault.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Bran at the bottom. I'll share that on the Facebook page later.
It's pretty brilliant.
Well, the children had to protect themselves from you. Mm-hmm. From him.
They said
that's my theory.
From people.
Yeah, but they didn't add that part to the previews for this episode. They just said from men.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway,
I guess that's all we really got to see.
Benjamin's back
again,
and he's the Raven now. Not Benjamin.
Right. I was like, what? What did I miss?
You're the three-eyed Raven. Yeah. You got to be ready to face the Night King.
I just can't wait until somebody tells Jon Snow, "Hey, your Uncle Benjamin's back." Like, very, very fucking funny. Very funny.
I fell for that before. Because that's how my Jon Snow talks. Come on, guys. It's not funny anymore. Then Sansa stabs him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. Just because.
Why not?
Yeah, Sansa's going.
That's lazy story.
I think. Do we think Sansa's going dark side? We didn't get to see her this episode. But.
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I just think she's going to be screwed because of her lion.
Yeah, she's just playing the game. She's a game player.
Yeah. She's got to be good at playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the cat says.
Kitty agrees.
So we still have Podcat in the new studio because we can't close the door.
We need a whole door.
So true.
Son of a bitch.
I feel like that's a mic drop. Mic drop.
This episode's over. We don't even need to talk about the rest of the episode. I don't know. I thought the Arya stuff was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I wasn't on board last episode. Sarah, you were still on board. Just want to, point that out and rub it in.
Thanks. Rub it in for me.
About the Arya stuff?
Yeah, about her, continuing to be a faceless man. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of disappointed because I'm excited because, I want the old Arya back.
Yeah.
I like the old Arya, especially because I just watched season 4, and finally got through all that. And I'm also... I don't know. I wanted her to be, the faceless man. Because I want to figure out more about it.
I'm conflicted too, absolutely. Because I did want her to be a face, and I was kind of upset when she shoved that cup out of that woman's hand because I'm just like, man, you blew it, But I'm excited to see her fight the waif girl because that seems like what's going to happen, right? Because she got what's the name of her stabby.
Needle.
I was going to say stabby stick.
Stabby stick.
It's a better name than Shaggy Dog, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I could remember the name of a knife.
It's not a knife, it's a sword. Holy shit.
Wow.
You did do a line of coke before this episode.
I almost drank enough beer to do some... shopping online and buy a needle sword.
No shit.
Yeah. Because I was looking at it like, that would be cool. Yeah. And then luckily, I was like, no. What am I going to do with it?
Right.
I'll bring it over here with podcast. Hey, you guys have this cool sword.
Mike's drunk and he's waving a sword around. I've seen the Long Claw one, but it's like, do I really want that? Not really, because the wolf head at the top actually looks ridiculous.
Yes.
They could have done that a lot better.
What am I going to do? Put it on a wall.
Yeah. That's what you do with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, no.
Until you have an intruder, and then you get your sword out and you go after the intruder. Because even if the intruder has a gun, he's going to think twice if a redhead screaming at him with a sword. You're going to do a double take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my luck, my daughter would somehow get it down and be like, oh, I saw Daddy swinging around. It's a toy. And then she sticks me with the pointy end.
No.
And Mike's dead. And there's no Melisandre in this world.
Mike's just yelling at the ceiling fan, not today! Not today!
Oh my god.
It'll be an interesting fight.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, because pretty much we've had a bunch of montages of the waif just kicking her ass.
Yeah.
They even, Arya with a weapon, waif no weapon, Arya still getting her ass kicked.
With a stick, though. I mean, she learned swordplay from Syrio Forel.
Well, here's the thing.
And she has the element of surprise, too.
Well, I thought, at the end of the scene, she blows a candle out. She's in complete darkness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, the waif probably didn't have training like Arya did being blind.
Right.
That's going to be her only advantage. She's going to have to be in a dark room.
You were so smart, Mike. Oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you're right.
Thank you.
In a dark room with no candles.
So that will be an awesome
and
scene.
A stick.
Where you can't see the fight at all.
They'll have night vision goggles.
Yeah.
Night vision. No.
What if the next episode just opens with, the dark cave, or wherever it is, and the light just comes on and the waif's already dead and there's no fight scene at all?
I don't know.
I still think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
No, it wouldn't be fun. No, I would
Mike's not
I would
down
definitely.
with that.
I'm thinking about it because that'd be very disappointing. Huh? I'd at least want to hear some noises or something. A struggle.
And then the wave comes in.
What are you watching on that laptop? Nothing.
Westeros tube.
Do you know there's a parody of our world called Game of Bones?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A face has to be added to the wall. Mm-hmm. So either Arya's or the waifs.
I think it's going to be the waifs. It has to be the waifs.
Doesn't have to be.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And the waif is a full-on faceless man, right?
I thought.
so.
Didn't we see her?
Yeah, because it was
removing faces and whatnot.
Yeah, because Jack and Hagar was dead, or that's what they thought, and the waif was standing behind Arya, and then all of a sudden, the waif is Jack and Hagar. So yeah, I think so.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird that he promised me,
Yeah, like
hey,
a
she
child.
fucks up, man.
He should have been
I get to stab her.
Well, he should have been like, I promise no one.
Yeah, no.
It's like you shouldn't
weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
That should be a violation of the rules.
That's what I was thinking.
Fucking plot hole.
She shouldn't have any desires. Girl has no desires.
Right. Oh, maybe that's her downfall. Maybe that's what kills her.
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh, okay. Yep.
But I definitely don't think Arya's going to die.
No, I don't either.
She's going to kill her in a dark room. Mm-hmm. Yep. But it's gonna be a cool little battle. But there's only going to be one candle lit, and then Arya's going to be getting her ass kicked and fall into the candle. Candle's going to go out, and that's when she makes her move.
Mm-hmm.
And then she lights the candle, and her wolf's back, and it's just biting through the waves.
Yeah, that's right. Her wolf, Nymeria.
Still out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It'd been cool if Needle was just all rusted to shit because it's just sitting in rocks, placing bravos that rains a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it's not Valyrian steel.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Unlike the sword that Sam stole.
It'd be awesome if while she's fighting it breaks because it was rusted. Shit.
So yeah, Sam stole from his family.
Dude, that was the scene that was going on way too fucking long.
Which part?
The entire thing with them. As soon as Sam was back in the room after his dad chews him out, it's like, you gotta go. You ain't welcome here anymore, dumbass.
Fat ass. Fat ass.
Why Sam Tarley so fat, Mike?
Yeah. Oh, inside joke. I do like the Tarley's sigil because it looks like a guy shooting a bow and arrow with his dick hanging down. If you look,
I didn't really look at it.
Just watch because I had to look at it twice because the first time you see it, I'm like, what the fuck is it? Oh, okay. It's their. It's
the quiver.
Yeah. It's hanging down, but it looks like a giant dong hanging down. Maybe it's just my weird mind.
Dick arrows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take this bag of dicks. I'm gonna shoot it up your ass.
Oh my God.
I sunk a dick into this deer from 70 meters away.
That is a damn good shot. 70 meters is a good shot.
Okay.
Then you
Never
have to-
shot a bow.
Then you have to cure the deer so you can eat it.
It's a crazy long shot. Yeah, most people don't shoot over like 40 yards.
So that was the most exciting part of that entire scene was hearing, oh yeah, 70 yards. Wow.
No, the only payoff to that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The only payoff to that scene was him stealing the sword.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
your dad's gonna come after you. Let him try.
He seems like he could.
Yeah.
Easily, him and his brother.
Yeah, I mean, they can shoot you from 70 meters.
Exactly.
And you're a big target.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, listen, if there's one thing we've established, Sarah, it's that he's still fucking fat.
Yeah,
Yep.
he is. He is. He's a big guy.
How much fucking food is he eating at the wall?
Exactly.
How is there any fat people?
He should have lost some weight at least.
He's eating rabbits and squirrels for fuck's sake.
He's eating all of them.
Look, guys, he has a really slow metabolism. Come on. Give him a break. He has a thyroid problem. God, you guys don't understand. Westeros problems.
Fat shaming.
Westeros fat shaming. It's not right.
I like the he killed a White Walker. Psh, there's no such thing. Oh, okay. Let's talk up to about the guy that's fucking north of the wall.
Yep. So I guess nobody
Nobody
down south has any clue,
Yeah,
No.
which is kind of weird.
and
but-
nor do they, and they don't believe in the shit either. So
Yeah,
that's why the Walkers are actually going to win.
probably. It'd be okay with me.
What
And then a spin-off.
I'm just
White
saying.
Walkers.
spin off the White Walkers. Oh.
Maybe they're not such bad guys.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
he's not such a bad guy. Yeah.
You're just dead.
The only
It
thing
wasn't his fault he was created.
Yeah.
it's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
It is his. Yeah. I've turned around on this whole thing. Fuck all these people. That's how I felt about Battlestar Galactica too. These humans are assholes.
Yep. All they want to do is be a part of the world.
Yeah.
You know,
We're tired of being up north.
it's cold up here. We want to be on the beach.
We want some beaches. We want to go to Dorne
Yeah.
and relax because nothing happens there.
We still haven't seen it.
No, we're not going to. I don't think we're going to see Dorne the rest of the season
I don't know. Probably not.
I hope we don't.
because there's. I mean this High Sparrow thing's going to play out through the end of the season, so
Yeah.
there's no reason for the Lannisters to go to war with Dorne.
Pretty much.
So were you falling asleep during... Let's travel to...
King's Landing?
King's Landing, yeah.
I was. In retrospect, I feel like I should have fallen asleep,
Yeah.
but I was waiting for something to happen. I could have sworn something was going to happen,
And then nothing happened.
and then nothing happened, except for
Yep.
Tommen's fucking face in the Hall of Stupid Faces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we still think Marjorie's like just playing a game with the High Sparrow?
I think Marjorie's always playing a game.
I don't know. I have no clue whatsoever. No idea. Because, like, when Mace Tyrell and Jamie showed up, she looked like, motherfucker. Like, I had this plan planned out. Now you guys basically are going to screw up what I was planning on doing, which I don't know what the hell that would be. I don't know. No clue. And Tommy comes out. I like how Mace Tyrell... he has a person leading his horse.
Oh,
I didn't
seriously?
notice at first why Jamie was like, what the fuck is this guy? Like, you know, you see on his face, like,
Yeah.
what a retard. And he has a guy leading his horse. And I think it's also
too
one of the
bad.
reasons why Jamie, you know, rides his horse up.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
That's funny. No, I didn't pay any attention to that.
I thought it
He
was just...
can't even ride a,
I
can't
thought
even
it
lead a
was
horse.
just because he was completely awkward, and it was just like
He
obviously.
is both. But
Yeah.
He's such a dope.
yeah, before he even says anything, Jamie gives him a weird look. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I didn't notice that at first until they turned the horse around for him. And I'm like, oh, all right.
That's weird.
And anyway,
And anyway,
Yeah, nope, nothing happened. Not too happy about this.
Yeah, in retrospect, not a lot happened. It's just the beginning and the end. Because I don't know what other scenes there are.
Well, I'm just saying in King's Landing, it wasn't really
nothing.
some...
Jamie gets exiled, and then that's...
That was the biggest thing, I guess, to me, because it was like, oh, shit!
Yeah.
Gonna be Barristan Selmy all over again.
Yeah, they can't keep heads of Kingsguard. Well, actually, the Mountain's the head of the Kingsguard.
Is he?
I thought he was just a bodyguard for Cersei.
I did too.
I thought he was part of the Kingsguard.
I don't know. But Jamie was the head of the Kingsguard, right?
He was, but he wasn't there. Unless he got reinstated as head of the Kingsguard.
I thought he did.
Okay. I
think he did.
I didn't think he did because he came back with only one hand, so he couldn't be head of the Kingsguard anymore.
No, he was head of the Kingsguard, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot to keep track of, and you'd know better than me.
Well, because in season 4, I think it's season 4, that, Tywin wants him to go to Casterly Rock and, lead there, but then he makes a deal or something. Fuck, I forgot. I just watched the damn thing. But he makes a deal anyway. Yeah. Yep. He's the leader of the Kingsguard.
Okay.
As far as I know.
But not anymore.
Not anymore.
So where is he going? What was that discussed? Do we know?
It wasn't discussed, but we see in the trailer for the next episode that he goes down to River Run.
Oh, okay.
And
with Bronn.
Did you see Bronn?
Yep.
I didn't.
He's with them.
I didn't see him.
So we better hear about some of that shit. What happened?
Where was Bronn?
That's what we... Who knows?
No, I mean, where was Bronn in the trailer?
He was right beside him.
We're going to have to watch that again.
Right
beside Jamie. So Jamie does get him.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Man, how did I miss that?
I missed it too. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We were having issues with that trailer, though.
Yeah, it was bizarre. It kept
freezing while Jamie was riding through a camp.
And then it just kept going back and forth, but the audio was going like normal.
But it was like a gif of Jamie on a horse. I had to back it up and play it 4 times before it actually.
Yeah, I think by the time you played it, we were so relieved that it was just playing. We were just like, oh. Just not really paying attention.
But yeah, he goes down to River Run and talks to the Blackfish, and I don't know what possible reason he would have for going down there, because it's not like the Tullys are going to help him because of the Red Wedding. But oh well.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what Tom wants him to do, right? To go down there and take it back or something.
He just said to serve the Oh, yeah, maybe he's supposed to go there with the phrase and take it back. Because I forgot there was a scene with the phrase.
Yeah, I need a reminder on that one.
I think Chris was taking a literal shit and I was taking a mental shit, I think, when that scene happened.
So, who's that guy? Is it Edmund Tully?
Edmund Tully is the guy that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Catelyn's brother.
Okay. Okay. He's the guy that shot 3 arrows and missed.
Yeah, he couldn't hit. Yeah, he couldn't hit Rob's funeral boat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that guy. Okay. I don't even have anything to say about that scene because
who cares about any of those people?
No.
It's oh, it's that guy. Okay, next scene.
Old Dorne.
Next
scene. I don't know. That's right.
Ye Old Dorne.
Yeah.
And then there's some stuff with Sansa for next episode.
Oh wait, in there they mentioned the Brotherhood, the Brothers Without Banners.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're running around and had a little prediction on Facebook. Maybe we'll see.
What's your prediction? Let's go to the Oracle of Defronian.
That we'll see. Maybe the Mountain. Maybe he'll be brought back, or not the Mountain. The Hound. The Hound. We'll see him maybe again brought back.
That'd be cool.
Cool.
Or something that's in the books. I don't know if we talked about it before.
We have not talked about it.
It's not really a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler. So, it's
spill.
Okay. So one of the knights, or not knights.
I really don't think this will happen, but I don't know.
It hasn't happened yet, so I don't see why it would happen. And there's anyway. as we keep talking around it, and Sarah wants to know what the fuck we're talking about.
Please.
If you want to know, skip ahead.
Spoiler alert. Skip ahead. I don't know. Fuck, just end the episode. Here. Just stop.
All right, I'm stopping right now. Just say what it was. Say it.
One of the Red Priests resurrects Catelyn Stark.
Oh yeah, okay. We've talked about that before.
Okay.
Have we?
Yeah.
I thought we did.
I thought we had talked about it. I didn't know if we talked about it on the podcast. And she goes by the name of Lady Stoneheart, and she basically is out to get revenge on everybody that wronged her family. Mm-hmm. And in the books, that includes her hanging Brienne.
No.
But the reason why Lady Stoneheart doesn't make any sense in this... Well, we don't know if, like, Brienne's actually dead. We know her and Pod get strung up, but then they don't appear in the books after that. We haven't, like, gotten to that point.
What'd Brienne do? Why would you want to kill Brienne?
Brienne was supposed to find Sansa and Arya, and she ends up getting found by the brothers without banners, wearing armor and a sword given to her by Jaime Lannister.
Shit. Shit! No!
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, it was a wrong place, wrong time thing.
Oh,
but
no.
she's with Sansa now.
Yeah.
So
you think so?
But no, I don't think she's gonna with Sansa. Sansa's with Jon, and Brienne is going.
Brienne's with Tormund.
Yeah,
they're getting freaky.
I think they're going somewhere else, right?
Going downtown.
oh shit, that's right.
Right?
Yeah,
because they're splitting up. I think. Oh man, damn it!
So okay. Oracle of Daphronia.
My predictions aren't good. Brienne's going to run into them.
So you think that's going to happen?
I don't know. It seems they mentioned Brotherhood Without Banners around that area, and that's what Brienne's going to do.
Well, if they resurrect the Hound, then the Hound can say, "Oh yeah, I was with Arya, and she tried to take her." And
true that.
I don't know how that's going.
But I don't think Lady Stoneheart really gives a shit. I don't think she has. I don't know much about the character.
Yeah, well, I'll be completely honest with you. Nobody knows much about the character, and it's a character like everybody was getting pissed off that wasn't in the books. Mm-hmm. I'll be frank with you. It's a fucking pointless character.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't care if we don't see Lady Stoneheart at all in this show, and I don't see the reason why we would. I think
bring the Hound back.
Yeah, bring the Hound back.
And eventually kill the Mountain.
Because Sansa's already basically playing the role of Lady Stoneheart for all intents and purposes. She's getting revenge for her family. Mm-hmm. So there's no need to bring her back. Also, the woman that plays Catelyn Stark is probably busy doing other shit at this point.
Probably.
Like they're not going to have her back for a cameo.
I don't know, they might. They took a...
Unless they just have somebody completely different player.
Right.
We've had recasting. So
right.
That's a pretty big fucking recast.
And depends, like, but if they want to put makeup on her, make her look like completely fucking dead, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can maybe pull it off in some way.
But they brought back Osha? Is that her name? Oh, I'm blanking. The woman that was killed by Ramsay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They brought her back for like half an episode.
Yeah, but
so
she's kind of a bit character, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're a dead character,
we need you to come back to die
for half an episode.
I mean, hey, with Bran changing everything, and that's the point of all the recasting. That was my way out there prediction.
Your way out there prediction
way out there.
Your way out there prediction doesn't make any sense because everything Bran has done has already happened.
No, we don't know that.
We do know that.
No, we don't.
Hodor's proof of it.
We don't know that yet.
Okay.
No. Bran's currently changing things, which is changing actually physical characters.
The way that they look.
And the way that they look, who they are.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting for Bran to go down a hill in his sled at 88 miles an hour, and we get Bran to the future.
Love it.
I thought he was just going to. I thought Benja was just going to tie on the sled to the horse.
Oh, that would make too much sense. Actually, I guess it probably wouldn't. It's kind of. I bet it's hard for a horse to pull a sled through woods.
Yeah,
Bran could have fallen off.
Been rough. Go weaving in and out of trees.
Yeah. No, probably not a good idea.
Okay.
And then, what else was there? Was there anything else? I don't think there was much else.
And, yeah, I guess there wasn't.
Well, the Daenerys stuff.
Yeah.
She recreated the speech that Khal Drogo did in Season 1 and spoke Dothraki really well.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
Can you imagine trying to... Like, I can't... Like, number one... It's a fucking made-up language.
Yeah.
Number two, you have to, like, memorize a speech in a made-up language.
Yeah. As an actress, that's amazing. It's amazing she can do that. But I'm just wondering, like, the logistics of how she projected over that dragon, making all that noise so everyone could hear her.
What? We can't hear you! Your dragon's too loud!
As somebody who constantly
That's what they're all screaming. They're not cheering for her.
I know. As somebody who constantly has to repeat herself because this guy can never hear me. No, and again, my family, I'm always repeating myself around my family too. I'm just like, how did she do that?
She needs like a megaphone.
You know?
Yeah, all the guys, they weren't cheering for her. They're like, I can't hear you! I can't hear you!
Yeah, and over them,
and she
like,
can't
going
hear
crazy.
them because the dragon's so loud she can't hear them.
Well, they were making a shit ton of noise too, you know? It's just like, well, how are they hearing her?
I think it's going over so well.
I'm great. No, that's the funny thing. What Sarah said is true. Like, she has to repeat herself around me all the time.
Oh, it's
and
so annoying.
And her family is the same way. Like, she has to repeat herself around her family. And she gets mad at us. Because we can't fucking hear her, and she's the common denominator. It's like I never have to have anybody else repeat themselves.
You know what's terrible though is that I feel like I'm speaking in my normal speaking voice, and when I have to repeat myself, I do it louder, and then I feel like I'm yelling, and it's just like
it sounds like you're yelling.
Well, it's because I am. Because I'm so irritated that you couldn't hear me the first time.
Well, nobody can hear you. It's like, this is the only time I can actually hear her is because she's talking into a microphone and I have headphones on. So when she talks in her normal voice, it's really loud in my head.
So this is our workaround for the rest of our lives and our marriage. You're just gonna I'll just have a mic on me, and you will always have headphones on.
We're always gonna megaphone.
We're always gonna have
at all
Bluetooth.
times.
We're always gonna have Bluetooth headpieces in, talking to each other.
Jeez Louise.
Like Secret Service.
Well, the other thing that makes it bad too is there's always like background noise. Like I'll be cooking and like the range fan will be on, and then the dishwasher's on next to me and things like that. And then there's a TV in the far background.
And I'm whispering to him.
She's talking to me, but she's not facing me. So it's like I can't even read your lips to even guess at what you said.
But it was so fun. Well, I mean, I'll just be sitting in the car with him, and I'll say something to him, and he like makes a gesture like I thought he heard me, but then he doesn't respond to it, and I'm just like, "Did you hear what I said?" And he goes, "No."
No. I'm just hoping that if I just smile and nod.
I'm waiting for a response of some sort, anything. Smoke signal. Let me know that you heard me.
Somebody hear me!
Well, it's like, listen, if I can't hear you in a car, I mean, you're less than 2 feet from me.
I wish you would just understand, like, how frustrating. I know that I am the problem, but like, how frustrating it is to me. Anyway, I was just really amazed that everyone could hear her.
Yeah.
That was a great observation. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, no, she's yelling pretty loud.
No, the dragon is like, maybe the dragon has a speaker.
Yeah, great. Like a cop car or something.
Like a Bose dragon tooth speaker.
Right.
That's
awesome.
We saw a dragon's mouth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty grody.
With the little fire glands in the...
Yeah, that was cool.
It's attention to detail.
Maybe
right
those
there.
aren't fire glands. Maybe they're holes for something else.
Mm-hmm.
What? Just
Why? Would it be?
Why? Because nobody's dick's gonna fit in that hole. It's too big.
I don't know. Maybe a dragon dick. 2 dragon dicks at the same time.
Maybe dragons have 2 dicks.
Maybe.
Two thin dicks in proportion to.
Could be.
Stop it. Stop.
In proportion to dragon sizes, they'd have to be thin.
Yeah. The 2 dicks go in the hole. The balls go in the mouth. You know, and everything works out perfect.
Blah.
And that's what they sound like. That's the sound dragons make.
Dragon sex. Do dragons have sex in the air, or do they Do it on the ground. Both?
I don't see why they...
Dragon Kama Sutra involves everything.
Dragon Sutra.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
That's the question. That's not the question you should be asking me. That's the question for the listeners. How do dragons have sex?
I think that's a question for Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. We're going to ask you a question on your next time on your thoughts. How do dragons have sex?
Yes.
And don't say very carefully.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, so any predictions, anybody? I guess Daenerys can now just fuck off and leave everybody. Hey, I'll meet you guys at Marine.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to leave you again.
Get your wood horses to take up across the Black Salt Sea, and I'll catch up with you later.
What's probably going to happen is Daenerys is going to go to Marine. Mm-hmm. They're going to meet her there. At that time, Yara is going to be there. They're going to meet. Mm-hmm. And then she's going to get some...
Scissor me timbers.
Yeah, because Yara's going to stop by Volantis. She's going to find that Daenerys whore and practice some on her before she gets to Marine.
Here's what's... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your theory. That's the end of your theory? Here's my theory. She's going to head up to Marine. She's going to find out that Tyrion made peace with the slave masters. Mm-hmm. She's going to get pissed off, have the dragon try to roast him, and he doesn't get burned.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Or he tries to or Drogon tries to roast him, and the other two interfere.
Oh, yeah. Could be too. But they're not necessarily set free, so...
No, but they know, they think Tyrion's a pal.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I think so. And that's another thing why he could be a Targaryen, because he was able to set them free. Mm-hmm. They knew that he...
So easily.
...was a Targaryen, yeah. So fucking easly.
Yeah, those
pins.
Like I thought the pins in this studio door was ridiculous. Those are way easier.
So much easier.
But it's because Tyrion's partially magic and he just doesn't know it.
Yeah, magic. Yeah. I think Tyrion should meet up with the guy that's playing Tyrion in the play.
Maybe Tyrion just gets a little burned. Because he would be a full Targaryen. You know, maybe just gets like second-degree burns everywhere. Mm-hmm. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Or he actually gets healed by the fire and his scar goes away because they're tired of paying the makeup bill for
the same every time. That's be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other thoughts? Well, we already discussed that. Do we think the Waif and Arya fight will happen next episode?
No.
Episode 7. We're getting close to the end.
I didn't see it in the preview. Did you guys see it in the preview?
No.
Nope. No,
Okay.
Didn't see any Arya.
There wasn't.
Saw Jamie. Saw Cersei is stupid.
Oh yeah.
Lady Olenna's, basically like you're an idiot. Mm-hmm. And saw Jon, Sansa. Saw Yara and Bronn. Saw him with Jamie, and then Davos.
Yeah, there wasn't really any. There wasn't really any action in the trailer either. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Arya probably won't be this episode.
That's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. I hope it is. I hope it shows up this episode so we can focus more on like the battle at Winterfell and then the final battle with the High Sparrow.
Yeah.
So they can give all of those things the time that they need, as opposed to just saying, mm-hmm. Try to cram it all in at once. They'd have to have like an hour-and-a-half season finale.
That would be awesome. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But it won't happen.
No.
Mm-mm.
Have they had any really long season finales? Didn't they have one that was really long?
They were like 75. They were like 75 minutes.
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Well, I know that they've dedicated entire episodes to just one area or one.
They haven't done that many times.
But they have done that. So that kind of helps, like, move the story along a little bit. But
oh yeah, that was season 4 too. The Battle at Castle Black.
Oh yeah,
that was a good season.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't 4. Those 3.
No.
Yeah. Those 3.
Really?
Sure was. Yeah, because it wasn't the finale. Because the finale was the Red Wedding, right?
No,
wasn't it?
No, the Red Wedding was the episode before the finale.
Oh, okay. Then it was season 3.
Okay.
I'm positive.
Was the one where they go...
Because Tyrion goes to court, basically, because they think he killed Joffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And, during that, he's like, hey, I saved all of you assholes. I saved you all.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You'd be dead without me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, we can look it up.
Nah, that's all right.
I'm pretty sure it was season 3.
Okay. Man, I thought it was... Okay.
Because I thought it was season... No, I thought it was season 4, too. That's why I was like, wait. Because I was, like, waiting for the battle. I'm like, oh, yeah, duh. It's not in this season.
Anyway, so...
No, yeah, that's dead air because my brain's thinking. But.
No, but, so there were a few episodes that were, like, 75 minutes. I don't think they'll do that this season, though, because it's just, like, they only have how many episodes left until... Because they're only going to do one more season after this, right?
Mm-hmm.
2. Oh.
Kind of.
Well...
I thought they were going to split
2
it up.
2 short seasons, right?
The rumor was 2 short seasons.
So,
that's what the show writer said, and HBO said, we're going to milk this as long as we can.
Okay, well...
So, we'll see. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to do this podcast for years to come.
Well, maybe we'll have, like, some sort of spin-off in one way or another.
Yeah. The Dunkin' Egg.
Have to find another show.
I know.
We'll just have to go back
meantime.
and watch other shows, like old shows that are already done, so we can just record a bunch of stuff at a time.
And we can make predictions.
Yeah.
And they'll all be right.
Because somebody's watching this for the first time.
Yeah. That's hysterical.
Well, they are. They do that with, like, shows. Like, there's the X-Files files, and there's, like, Star Trek podcasts. It's like, what?
Yeah.
There's the Frasier one with Kevin Smith.
Is it really? They talk about Frasier?
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
No, I didn't know that.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs, or talk salad and scrambled eggs. Yeah, it's Kevin Smith and Matt Myra.
Love it. I love that. We could have a Friends podcast. We could talk about Friends.
I'm sure that exists.
No, Mike's not into it.
Well, these are for entertainment. They're not educational, so they're not really podcasts for you anyway.
Oh, we had this conversation in the car. What were you talking about? You were talking about my mom's house.
Yeah.
And
mom's house.
Your mom's house. My mom's house? Your mom's
Somebody's
house.
mom's house.
I was going to say, like, you're talking about your actual mom's house, or you're talking about the podcast?
No.
Talking about the podcast.
So he was talking about how they do this bit where, what's the guy?
Tom or Black.
Tom or Black.
Tom or Black and Tom Segura, Master of Accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both are great.
So I've listened to, like, maybe half of an episode entirely of, just because I just haven't, like, really gotten into it. And it's just like I'm kind of a dork. Like, I really like listening to podcasts where I'm like, there's content that I can use, in my daily life, so I'm, like, learning how to do something, or, like, I'm, and just, like, that's what I'm into, except with the exception of, like, a couple of, like, other podcasts, like Your Brother and Me and The Adventure Zone.
My brother and me.
Your brother and me.
Wait a minute. First of all, which one of Mike's brothers?
We have 3 of them.
Anyway,
So basically, none of our podcasts are for Sarah.
Oh, well, that's
because
unfortunate.
She doesn't learn anything from this. And
fine.
I totally learned stuff from this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I do.
All right.
It's a learning experience. Learn about Westeros. Learn what a stabby thing's called.
Learned what dragon dicks look like.
Yeah.
I listened to a couple of other Game of Thrones podcasts. There's a couple good ones out there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which ones do you check out?
Well, compared to us, I mean, come on. But I think ours is a little different. There's one kind of similar. It's Boars, Gore, and Swords. And that one, they make a lot of jokes about the show and stuff, and pretty funny. And then Cast of Kings, I kind of like that one, because they know a lot of shit about it. And
no. Yeah, we don't
they're
know
pretty good on the mic and knowledgeable, and so
despite the fact that I've read the books, I'm not very knowledgeable. I forget all kinds of shit.
Yeah, there's a girl in there who knows all about the books, and like Joanna Robinson or something like that.
Oh,
she's good.
Here's to you, Miss Robinson.
Yeah, there's room for everybody in podcasting.
Yeah, but I bet none of those people are listening to ours.
No, they're not, because ours isn't even fucking listed under the Game of Thrones.
I know.
Like, it's so disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just seems weird that it's not.
We just
I
don't.
get why.
It's just because we don't have enough
and,
listeners. So if you like the show, please share it with your other Game of Thrones friends. Because
that way, when people search for Game of Thrones podcast, at least ours will come up in with the rest of them.
Yeah. Right now, you really have to know we exist in order to find us. So every little bit helps.
Yep.
And
rating and liking and sharing.
Yeah, and by all means, we appreciate your interaction, so we can have some more stuff to talk about on this show. So,
yeah, sharing is caring.
We've got a Facebook. And we've got a sneezing cat in the background. What the fuck else do you want in the podcast?
Yep, he's on Twitter at Podcat.
I wonder if that exists. If it's not,
I'm
going to fucking find out. All right, well, until next time, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Hedrick.
Mike Daffron.
And now our watch is ended. Until next week.